The city of Shiraz, Iran, renowned for its gardens and nightingales, has long been a cradle of Persian culture and poetry. Its lush landscapes and melodious birdsong create an atmosphere that seems almost designed to inspire the soul. It is from this enchanting city that Shams al-Din Mohammad Hafez, better known to the world simply as Hafez, emerged. His name would become synonymous with the very essence of Persian poetry. Born in the early 14th century, around 1315, Hafez's exact birth date remains shrouded in the mists of time. The lack of precise records from that era leaves much of his early life to the imagination, adding a layer of mystique to his persona. However, his poetry, like a beacon, illuminates not just his era but also our own. His verses transcend time, speaking to the human condition with a clarity and beauty that remains undiminished. Little is known about his family and early childhood. The scant details that have survived suggest a life of modest means, far removed from the grandeur that his poetry would later achieve. However, it is believed that they were of humble origins. This humble beginning did not deter Hafez. Rather, it seemed to fuel his desire for knowledge and self-improvement. Despite his family's modest means, Hafez received a comprehensive education. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and he immersed himself in the study of various disciplines. He delved into the intricacies of Islamic theology, jurisprudence, and of course the art of language. His education was not merely academic, it was a spiritual journey that would deeply influence his later works. His prodigious talent for poetry emerged early, earning him recognition as Hafez, meaning one who has memorized the Quran. This title was not just an honorific, it was a testament to his intellectual and spiritual dedication. This title reflects not only his piety, but also his mastery of language, a mastery that would later find expression in his unparalleled verses. His ability to weave words into intricate tapestries of meaning set him apart from his contemporaries. From a young age, Hafez immersed himself in the world of literature and spirituality. His home city of Shiraz, with its rich cultural heritage, provided the perfect backdrop for his intellectual and spiritual growth. He studied diligently under renowned scholars, absorbing the wisdom of Persian masters like Rumi and Attar. These early influences would later weave themselves into the rich tapestry of his poetry, infusing his work with a depth and complexity that continues to captivate readers. These early influences would later weave themselves into the rich tapestry of his poetry. The teachings of Rumi and Attar, combined with his own unique insights, created a body of work that is both profound and accessible. His verses, imbued with a profound understanding of Islamic mysticism and a keen observation of human nature, soon began to captivate the hearts and minds of the people of Shiraz. His poetry was not just a reflection of his thoughts, it was a mirror to the soul of his society. His fame, carried on the wings of his eloquent ghazals, spread beyond the confines of his hometown, reaching the ears of patrons and rulers alike. His words resonated with people from all walks of life, transcending social and cultural boundaries. A bright star was rising in the firmament of Persian literature. Hafez's legacy would not only endure but flourish, inspiring countless generations of poets and lovers of literature. His early life, though shrouded in mystery, laid the foundation for a literary journey that would leave an indelible mark on the world. As Hafez's reputation grew, so did the attention he received from the ruling elite. His eloquent verses and profound insights into the human condition captivated the hearts and minds of many, making him a celebrated figure in the cultural landscape of his time. He became associated with the court of Shah Abu Ishaq Inju, the ruler of Shiraz. This association was not merely a matter of prestige, it was a significant turning point in Hafez's life, providing him with a platform to showcase his literary genius. This patronage, while providing him with financial stability, also exposed him to the complexities and intrigues of courtly life. The court was a place of power struggles, political maneuvering, and shifting alliances, and Hafez had to navigate these treacherous waters with caution. His poems from this period reflect a keen awareness of the delicate balance between artistic integrity and political expediency. He had to be mindful of the content of his verses, ensuring that they pleased his patrons while also staying true to his own artistic vision. He navigated this intricate web with grace, using his poetry to both praise his patrons and subtly critique the excesses of power. His ability to weave subtle criticisms into his praise earned him both admiration and caution from those in power. However, Hafez was not content to be merely a court poet, composing panegyrics for the pleasure of kings. His soul yearned for something more profound, something that transcended the transient nature of courtly favor. His heart yearned for a deeper connection with the divine, a yearning that found expression in his ghazals. These lyrical poems explored themes of love, spirituality, and the quest for a higher truth, resonating deeply with those who sought meaning beyond the material world. He wrote about love, both earthly and divine, capturing the complexities and nuances of human relationships. His verses spoke of the joys and sorrows of love, the longing and fulfillment and the eternal dance between the lover and the beloved, about the beauty of nature, which he saw as a reflection of the divine. The gardens of Shiraz, with their lush greenery and fragrant blossoms, inspired many of his most beautiful and evocative verses, and the ephemeral nature of life. He pondered the fleeting nature of existence, the passage of time, and the inevitability of change, urging his readers to cherish the present moment and seek the eternal in the transient. His poetry transcended the confines of the court, resonating with people from all walks of life, whether they were nobles or commoners, scholars or merchants. His verses spoke to their hearts and minds, offering solace, wisdom, and inspiration. His verses, filled with passion, longing, and a profound sense of the divine, spoke to the human experience in a way that few poets had achieved before. Hafez's legacy endures to this day, his words continuing to inspire and uplift countless souls across the world. The tranquility of Hafez's life was disrupted by the tumultuous political climate of Persia. In 1353, Shiraz fell under the rule of the strict and austere Emir Mohammad Muzaffarid. The Emir, a devout Muslim, frowned upon the Sufi leanings and perceived hedonism in Hafez's poetry. This period marked a difficult time for Hafez. The Emir's disapproval placed him in a precarious position. He faced criticism, censorship, and even threats for his verses, which were deemed too unorthodox and potentially subversive. However, Hafez, a man of unwavering principle, refused to compromise his artistic integrity. He continued to write, his poetry becoming a subtle yet powerful form of dissent against the Emir's oppressive rule. He criticized hypocrisy and injustice, advocating for love, tolerance, and the pursuit of truth. Fortunately for Hafez, and indeed for the world of literature, Emir Mubarak al-Din's reign proved to be short-lived. His oppressive rule, marked by harsh measures and a lack of appreciation for the arts, stifled the creative spirit of Shiraz. However, his downfall came swiftly, bringing a breath of fresh air to the cultural landscape of the city. In 1357, Shah Shuja, a ruler known for his patronage of the arts and his appreciation for Sufi thought, ascended to the throne. Shah Shuja's rise to power marked a significant turning point for the cultural and intellectual life of Shiraz. Unlike his predecessor, Shah Shuja was a man of refined tastes and a deep respect for artistic expression. Shah Shuja recognized Hafez's genius and became a devoted admirer of his poetry. He saw in Hafez not just a poet, but a visionary whose words could inspire and elevate the human spirit. Their relationship was one of mutual respect and admiration, with Shah Shuja often seeking Hafez's counsel on matters of the heart and soul. He offered Hafez his patronage, providing him with the freedom and security to continue his literary pursuits without fear of persecution. This patronage was not just financial support, it was a gesture of profound respect and recognition of Hafez's unparalleled talent. With Shah Shuja's backing, Hafez was able to immerse himself fully in his work, producing some of his most profound and enduring poetry. This period marked a return to a more peaceful and productive time for Hafez. The serene environment of Shiraz, coupled with the support of a benevolent ruler, allowed Hafez to explore the depths of his creativity. His poetry from this era reflects a deep sense of tranquility and spiritual insight, capturing the essence of Sufi philosophy and the beauty of the natural world. After Shah Shuja's death, his son Shah Mansur continued his father's legacy of supporting the arts. Shah Mansur, inheriting his father's love for culture and the arts, ensured that the court remained a haven for poets, scholars, and artists. His reign was characterized by a continued emphasis on intellectual and artistic pursuits, fostering an environment where creativity could thrive. Hafez remained a respected figure in the court, his poetry continuing to flourish under Shah Mansur's patronage. The new ruler's support was instrumental in allowing Hafez to maintain his status and continue his literary contributions. Shah Mansur's court became a vibrant center of cultural activity, with Hafez at its heart, sharing his wisdom and poetic brilliance. It was during this period that he likely compiled his Diwan, a collection of his ghazals that would become a cornerstone of Persian literature. The Diwan, meticulously curated and reflecting the breadth of Hafez's poetic genius, stands as a testament to his enduring legacy. This compilation not only solidified Hafez's place in literary history, but also ensured that his profound insights and lyrical beauty would be cherished for generations to come. The later years of Hafez's life were marked by both continued literary success and the ever-present shadow of political turmoil. In 1387, Timur, the Turco-Mongol conqueror, known for his ruthlessness and ambition, captured Shiraz. History recounts a legendary encounter between Hafez and Timur. Timur, having heard of Hafez's fame and the audacity of some of his verses, summoned the poet to his court. He questioned Hafez about a particular line in a ghazal, where Hafez speaks of giving away Samarkand and Bukhara, cities Timur had conquered, for a mole on the cheek of his beloved. Hafez, with his characteristic wit and composure, is said to have replied, "It is through such generosity, O Emperor, that I have fallen into such poverty." Timur, reportedly impressed by the poet's quick wit and courage, dismissed him with favor and reward.
O cupbearer, turn the cup and let us drink, for love seemed easy at first, but difficulties arose. In the hope that the breeze will eventually untangle that dark lock of hair, how much blood did it cause in hearts with its curled black locks? What safety do I have in the beloved's abode, when at every moment the bell calls out, "Pack up the caravans!" Dye your prayer mat with wine if the Magian elder instructs you so, for the seeker is not ignorant of the ways of the journey. In the night, with fear of waves and a terrifying whirlpool, how could those who walk lightly on the shore understand our state? All my actions led to disgrace due to my selfishness. How could that secret remain hidden? The one from which gatherings are made? Where is righteousness and where am I, the ruined one? Look at the difference from where to where the path leads. My heart is tired of the monastery and the hypocritical cloak. Where is the Magian temple and the pure wine? What relation is there between piety and sincerity? Where is the sermon compared to the melody of the lute? How can the heart of the enemy understand the face of the friend? Where is a dead lamp compared to the sun's candle? Do not gaze upon the dimple of the chin, for a pit lies in the path. Where are you rushing to, O heart? Where? It's gone. May the memory of it be sweet. The time of union. Where did that charm go, and where did that reproach go? If that Shirazi Turk takes my heart in her hand, I would give away Samarkand and Bukhara for her Indian mole. Alas, these bold and sweet city-ruining gypsies have stolen patience from the heart, just like the Turks do with the spoils of a feast. Our incomplete love does not affect the beloved's beauty. What need does a beautiful face have for color, mole, and line? I understood from that increasing beauty which Joseph possessed, that love would bring Zuleika out from behind the veil of innocence. Listen to advice, dear, for the fortunate youth hold dear the counsel of the wise elder more than life itself. Speak of the minstrel and wine, and seek the secrets of the world less, for no one has opened or will open this riddle with wisdom. My heart is slipping from my grasp, O people of heart, for God's sake, alas, the hidden secret will soon be revealed. The peace of both worlds can be explained in these two words: kindness towards friends, tolerance towards enemies.